It is 9:33 this morning. Are you having problems at home, whether it's your kids yelling at you or maybe you're yelling at them? You may need to work on building trust and respect to repair those relationships. Here with us right now is Jim West, licensed counselor and child expert with Total Life Counseling Center. Jim, good morning. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning, Heidi. It's good to be here.
Well, we were talking as ladies the other day and we were thinking, you know, this parenting thing is not as easy as you think. The timeout chair gets used way too often, I know, at my house, and there's sometimes yelling, I hate to admit it, on both sides. So
Right.
I'm guessing this is a problem that a lot of moms and dads have at home dealing with their kids.
Absolutely, absolutely. Misery loves company. So when the kids don't get what they want, they're going to try to pull you into their misery. They don't want to be mad by themselves. So we need to validate their feelings rather than jump in with them. Just agree with how they feel. I can see you're frustrated, and they'll go, yes, I am. And I can see why you're frustrated, because it's time to go to bed and you want to keep watching TV. So, and they'll be like, yeah, I hate bedtime, or I like my program. And so we just validate, we empathize with them and calm them down. And then if they break our trust, if they're disrespectful or they do something wrong, we need to offer opportunities for them to rebuild the relationship. And just saying sorry doesn't cut it, because sorry means I feel for you. And so they need to apologize, admit what they did, and offer a way to make it up to us.
So they can understand what they did. Because I think sometimes I'll tell my kids to go say sorry to their brother or sister or whatever, and they'll be like, sorry.
Right.
And I'm like, that doesn't count. Say it in your nice voice, you know. So you've got to go beyond the sorry and say why you're sorry and
Absolutely.
How you're gonna fix it.
You know, going beyond just sorry, saying sorry, if you just use the definition of sorry and say, I feel for you, it just doesn't, it doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
So they need to apologize and say what they did. They need to empathize. They need to also ask for forgiveness is important too. And then have whoever was hurt to say how they felt. A lot of times boys have a hard time expressing their feelings. So have them say, you know, I was mad when you did that to me, or I was hurt, but I forgive you. And then they need to rebuild the relationship. They need a plan. So we have the APC plan. A stands for apologize. P stands for put back trust.
Okay.
How can we put that trust back? And so if they say something mean, they say 4 affirmations. You're kind, you're creative, you're smart, you're intelligent. If they do something mean, have them do a chore for whoever they'd hurt. If it was the mom, have them do a chore for them. Have them do something so that they go beyond just apologizing. And then if they refuse to do it, you say, well, when you do, you can resume your privileges. So they could have a timeout until they decide to cool down. But once they cool down, they need to repair the relationship.
That's an interesting idea, because they always say that you love the ones you serve, and that by doing that little piece of service that you might appreciate them a little more.
Absolutely.
I like that. So does the same thing go for parents then? If you use your mean mom voice, do you have to do the same things back to your children?
Absolutely. That's a great, thank you for saying that, Heidi. Yes, if you break trust with them, research, I think it was Stanford or Princeton, found out that 89% of how we learn is by what we see. So if they see you resolving conflict the way you want them to do it, then they're going to learn it. But if you just say it but you don't do it, there's only 10% learning. So yes, it's nice to have the parents to say, I'm going to take a timeout. I even have teachers in schools say, I'm going to take a timeout, because timeout shouldn't be a punishment. It's really a time for us to collect our thoughts, because when we're mad, we're temporarily insane. And we do and say things that we don't really mean, you know?
These rules that you're talking about, do they work for all ages of kids? Because these seem to work maybe for my kids. Would they work for maybe older teenagers?
It works for teenagers, and I even do it with my wife. If I shrink anything else in the laundry again, I have to apologize and replace it and buy her a Coach purse.
That is a good husband. I like that trade. I like that trade.
Right. So, yes, we can do it with adults and kids alike, as well in our workplace.
Awesome. Great advice, Jim. Thank you for coming in this morning. If you want more of his great advice, you can head on over to myfoxorlando.com. He's got positive parenting tips, also videos on YouTube. All of it, again, linked at myfoxorlando.com. Amy and Jackie, over to you.
Love it. When you're mad, you're temporarily insane.
It's true.